year from when you applied. I didn't really read all those details of it because you know what, they said they're overwhelmed and they're not taking any more applications. I just did a cyber flick the page kind of thing. So you must have been in business for over a year, and you have experienced challenges from COVID-19. Facebook has not experienced challenges the way we would think, but they would have had to have been quite innovative with what they were rolling out, and they were very innovative with what they were rolling out. You can check out, on that page, you can actually check out to see if your area is eligible to apply. They went through, so there are a number of countries that can apply, Chile, a number of places. Let me see if I can find them here real quickly. So, okay, it's not limited. Once I clicked on that one country, they're like, yeah, we're not letting you see the other countries. But yeah, you can see if your area is eligible to apply. Let me see if I can restart it and see here if I can see the areas. Okay, so yeah, so Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Brazil, China, Canada, Colombia, Czech Republic, Denmark, France, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Israel, so many others, Taiwan, Thailand, United Arab Emirates, UK, Spain, Sweden, South Africa, South Korea, a number of different places are eligible to apply. So it's really good that this is happening, and I'm really encouraged that everybody is really out there trying to push it and trying to get things done, trying to get everybody off and ready for COVID-19. Get up and above COVID-19. Yes. Okay, guys. 1, 2, talk it off. Hey, 1, 2, talk it off. Say 1, 2, talk it off. Now, see you guys. You're back. 1, 2, talk it off. Say 1, 2, talk it off. Say 1, 2, talk it off. Run, go tell your friend them. Yes. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever else you can think of that I can put this. Let me know. Help a sister out. Share the video as well, okay? Hey. 1, 2, talk it off. Yeah. Oh, and guys, just in case you're interested in advertising with Want to Talk It Off, send me a message, info@Kareen Carlton. It's right there, info@CarenCarlton. And let me know you're interested in advertising. We've got sponsorship of the entire show. We've got sponsorship of 30 seconds, 20 seconds, a topic. You can also do that. Just let me know what you're interested in, and I'll send you some additional information. Yes. 1, 2, talk it off. Now, 1, 2, talk it off. Run, go tell your friend that. All right, so let's get back onto the topics at hand. I promised I was going to share with you some stuff about some kids that are being affected by coronavirus right now. And, the news actually first came through New York, because it seems to be the hub of a number of different things that are going on, but including COVID-19, because they had is it before or after California? I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But they had a large number of deaths due to COVID-19. So just about 20 children were affected by COVID-19 in New York. And they had to be hospitalized from ages like 2 to 15. Now, the thing is that they're saying this is pediatric multi-symptom let me call it right. Pediatric multi-symptom inflammatory syndrome. They're likening it to so many other things. And they say that they also have quite a few cases that were reported in Europe. But I guess that everybody wasn't really connecting the dots. And they said, not all the children who are showing symptoms of this are testing positive for COVID-19. There are also some who are showing symptoms, exact same symptoms, but they're testing negative. And the interesting thing about this is they're saying that it's similar to something that they've seen before. And it's strange that they've seen it before and they're now talking about this. I'm petrified. I'm petrified. Right. So petrification is not going. One, two, talk it off. Say 1, 2, talk it off. Now, guys, we've got so much to talk about this evening. We're going to be talking about domestic violence, yes? And apart from domestic violence, we're going to be giving you some help, some information that will be able to help you actually. So want to talk it off, Corona and domestic violence and Rihanna Fire Drea. So, make sure you stay tuned tonight. Keep it locked on, yes? Hey, 1, 2, talk it up. Say 1, 2, talk it up now. You. I want you to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and like me on Facebook. I'm Corinne Carlton. I want you to do that. And join me every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for 1, 2, talk it up. 1, 2, talk it up. Say 1, 2, talk it up. Every Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I want you to join me. And tell your friends. Let's chit chat. Come on screen and share your thoughts with me, okay? 1, 2, talk it up. Remember to follow and subscribe and like. I'm Corinne Carlton. We're back. Woo! Okay. So I promised you we're going to be talking about domestic violence. We're going to pull this down a little bit. Brother's a little bit loud, yes. Right, so we're going to be talking about some domestic violence and basically Corona and how everybody's dealing with it. Tonight, I want you to join me. Come on, live with me. And I want you to share this video with your friends. I'm about to do it right now, so make sure you do exactly that, okay, guys? All right, so listen, tonight, let's talk a little bit about this domestic violence thing that's going on. And we know that a lot of people are still having issues. All right, so, there's a saying in Caribbean countries, African countries, Asian countries, everywhere. Somebody's probably saying that saying of, what is it? Or there was that saying, come live with me, come see me. It's two different things. So how they arrive at this? So basically, if you're saying come live with me, come see me, it's two different things. Obviously, it's because when you come, you visit, I give you the best chair, I give you the best glass to drink from, the best plate, the best seat in the house, the best everything. Everything is clean and nice and hunky-dory. And then when we start to live together, it's completely different story. All right, so people, friends, and people come. They friends become roommates and partners who are dating. They shack up or they get married, and families. Nowadays because of the pandemic, everybody is out to work. So there's no break. All right, so come see me and come live with me. It's two completely different things. But sometimes I wonder if we really do need that break. Everybody is saying, well, we need a break because everybody's like in the house and everything. Do we really need that break? Do you not want to spend time with your loved one to see that special thing that's inside of them that you probably missed from a way back when, from a while ago? So And I'll tell you what psychologists are saying when it comes to domestic violence in just a bit. So make sure you stay tuned. Keep it locked on to 1-2 Talk It Off. You. I want you to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and to like me on Facebook. I'm Corinne Carlton. I want you to do that. And join me every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for 1-2 Talk It Up. 1-2 Talk It Up. Say 1-2 Talk It Up. Every Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I want you to join me. And tell your friends. Let's chit chat. Come on screen and share your thoughts with me, okay? 1-2 Talk It Up. Remember to follow and subscribe and like. I'm Corinne Carlton. Okay, guys, so we are back right now, yes? 1-2 Talk It Up. Say 1-2 Talk It Up now. Hey. So I promised you I was going to share with you. Hold on, I gotta bring down this music a little bit. I was going to share with you what they're saying, who they're saying is really at risk. And as you can see, scrolling up on on the screen right there, there you go. With domestic workers, older women, women with disabilities, including institutional setting, those in institutional settings, those who are working from home, facing overlapping discrimination or inequality, and women facing housing precarity and violence. Obviously, people who don't have anywhere to live. They are the people that they're saying, because of COVID-19 right now, because everybody is in one place, they are really experiencing that really hard knocks time right now. And I mean, everybody is experiencing it. But I'll say this, that they left out the people who are in love, you know, people, the average Jane Doe and John. I actually focused on an article from Dr. Stanley. He actually wrote in Psychology Today. You can actually check out their website. It's really fascinating. I think that is fascinating. Why there's an increase of domestic violence during this pandemic. And they point out a couple of things like isolation. Basically, if you're alone all the time with that person or even by yourself, you tend to be a little bit more dependent. I don't know about that. But this is one of the things that they're saying. They have no support. They're by themselves. And it's a perfect situation for evil people to really prey on them and so on. So I'll be honest with you, listen. I'm getting that if I'm getting that unemployment check, I would be finding an imaginary job to go to every day, 2-3 times a week, some days. I would be doing that. Making no money, but I'm safe until I figure out how to get out of there. But so they're also saying that stress on top of all of that is making it stressful. Everybody's on high alert. Every single body. I mean, you're broke, you're unemployed, and everybody is depressed and anxious, and unfortunately, a lot of people tend to turn to substance abuse, and then when they turn to substance abuse, then they abuse each other, and one thing leads to another, obviously, and then chaos continues to happen. And this isn't easy. This is not a good time for these kind of things to be happening. It should really be a good time where we can self-reflect, see how we can improve ourselves, see how we can help other people improve. If you need to pivot, instead of spinning in circles. We aren't animals. Why are we fighting each other? Even animals don't fight each other. They lick each other. Shoot. I mean, hey, So I actually wanted to share this with you. This is the hang on. Let me make sure I get this here right. And all right, so here we go. I want to make sure that I put this up here for you guys. So I found this information. The Human Rights Watch, they actually raised a concern. I don't think they're the first, but probably one of the first organizations to do it. They actually raised the concern of this domestic violence issue. and all the people that we say we just mentioned that are are at higher risk. Now, one thing I'll say is, although they're saying that these people are at higher risk, it really needs to be a little bit more all encompassing. They also pointed out that New York needs to do something about the domestic violence that's happening there. Amanda Klessing, she actually pointed it out, and basically we need to be worried about the gender-based violence that's going on while this pandemic is going on, and helping with women's rights and human rights as well, because a lot of people are at a disadvantage, not just because of they maybe get sick, but because of their domestic situations. And I've put it up there, but they're basically just saying, hey, we got to check out what's going on with this pandemic. Human Rights Watch provides a detail of how a government can do more to reach women who are marginalized because of their employment, their age, disability, all the things that we mentioned. And not all women have been hit equally by the pandemic. It doesn't have that exact same crisis for the economic or for everybody in equal parts. It really doesn't. So a lot of people really need to be a little bit more aware of exactly what is going on as well, because there's so much going on in our society where so many people are at a disadvantage. All right, but we've got so much more to talk about right now. We will be back in just about 30 seconds, 40 minutes. We're going to talk it off. Stay where you are. Share with your friends, share with your family, share with everybody. We'll be back.
Are you a business owner? I want to get together with you. I want to be a part of your team. And I see, the reason why I want to make sure that I have the words right. Because you see, if we get together and we work together, we can only be stronger. If you're interested in being my partner, send me an email, info@careercarlton.com. To talk it off on our website, on Instagram, on Facebook, on all our social media. We make sure that you're received, okay? So email me, info@careercarlton.com, to be a partner, be a sponsor. Let's be a team.
Okay, and we're back, guys. One, two, talk it up. Then 1, 2, talk it up. Now, hey, oh. All right, yeah. All right, guys. Let's continue with the information at hand. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get to chatting now. Let's get to chatting. I love this theme song. Thanks, Andre. I love this theme song. Okay. So let's start talking. I gotta bring it all the way down because I'll be dancing to it all the time. So let's continue talking about what's going on with this domestic violence thing and why I really wanted to bring it up. So, Drea on Megan Stallion. And why she was fired by Rihanna. So, I got this video from Wine and Weed, and I need to make sure that it's cued and everything, because the last time it wasn't cued when I tried to bring it up. So I got this from Wine and Weed, and it was Drea and Van Lathan on YouTube. And I have to say, guys, that I actually really enjoyed the show. It was fun. I have a prelude of it, and I did not include all of it because, man, listen, they can cuss a lot. All right, so let me just make sure that I get it up here for you so that you can actually get a glimpse of it here. Let me see if I can bring it up real fast. All right, here we go. I hope I got it.
Megan Stallion, regarding the incident and its worse than simply injuries from glass. Megan revealed that she was shot in the foot twice, though she didn't reveal who pulled the trigger. The narrative that is being reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate, and I'd like to set the record straight. On Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intention to physically harm me, the statement reads. I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. I'm incredibly grateful to be alive and that I'm expecting to make a full recovery, but it was important for me to clarify the details about the dramatic night. I'm currently focused on my recovery so I can return back to my life and back to making music as soon as possible. At this point...
So that was that, and I found it really, really interesting that this was happening to this young lady, because it really was not necessary at all. All right, guys. Now, let me just back up a little bit. So you heard all of that. Basically, Meg Thee Stallion, she thought it necessary to lie about what happened. I did see the story, and I thought, well, here we go again. You know, another female deciding to cover up the violence against her by her partner, and she must have had a reason. I could think of a few. You know, it might be fear, pride, assets, kids, children, love, life. And, but none of these seem to be relevant or useful or impactful or necessary if that bullet was fatal. Actually, they still don't seem any of those things. Look, okay, let's look at this. You're in a car with your partner, and you're arguing. One of you packing. Now, I don't know who had the gun. I don't know who the gun belonged to. So one of you is packing, but somebody's carrying, and I'm thinking, clearly you saw a need to do so, to walk with a weapon, to walk around with a weapon, bruh, sis. But anyhow, guys, an argument begins, and the first thing you think of doing is for this argument's resolution is a gun. Why would this be your first choice of resolve? I mean, look what happened next. If you really think of it, what would you have done? Seriously, what would you have done if you were in the car with your partner and an argument led to a gunshot? We're too angry, too quick with no livable solution these days. Why do we think that it is so necessary for us to do that? My companion stretched out his hand against his friends. He violated his covenant. His speech was smooth as butter, yet war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Why are we so angry these days? Why are we so angry these days? Seriously, I can't figure it out. I don't know how to figure it out. I don't want to figure it out. But for some strange reason, we think that it is the way for us to go. We think so. From the same mouth that comes blessings and cursings, my brothers, these things ought not to be so. It is impossible for you to have a blessing and a curse coming from the same mouth, the same heart. Make them walk away. Walk away. Seriously, I'm very serious. From the same mouth, blessings and cursings. You can't love me and hate me at the same time. You cannot. So, so let me just share this with you, because I really want you guys to have some help if you're having this situation happen to you. Here is a list of places and people that you can call if you are experiencing that, you know. I'll keep it scrolling for you. I'll also post it in my video in case you missed it. All right. So because you never know what's going on with somebody, we never know. We can't tell. We can try, but we really, really, really never know. Once we talk it off, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Stay with us. 1, 2, talk it off. Yes.
You. I want you to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and to like me on Facebook. I'm Free Carlton. I want you to do that. And join me every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for 1, 2, talk it up. 1, 2, talk it up. Say 1, 2, talk it up. Every Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I want you to join me. And tell your friends. Let's chit chat. Come on screen and share your thoughts with me, okay? 1, 2, talk it up. Remember to follow and subscribe and like. I'm Free Carlton.
And we're back. So, I want to continue to share with you guys about what's happening with Drea. Well, Drea got canned. Yeah, so she was fired for her comments. That's where all this started from. We all know that Rihanna had an iconic case of domestic violence when she was involved with Chris Brown a few years. It was almost 10 years ago. Or it is 11 years ago. And I think this really created a sore spot for Rihanna. Do you remember that? Anyhow, I'll tell you right after this, but let me see if I can pull this out real quick, share it with you, and here we go. Let me see. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can refresh it right now and share it with you. There we go.
I'm protecting you.
I predict.
I'll take it.
I predict that they had some sort of Bobby and Whitney love that, drove them down this snapped-esque type of road. I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much you shoot me in the foot too. Like,
But it's what? Whoa! Wait,
Okay, now that's where it starts to get a little spicy. Yeah. Right. So you heard what she said. I don't want to explain any more of it because it's clear cut. Hold on, you know what? Hold on. Let me do it again. Because what's really interesting, I'm sorry, I'm going to let the cussing go through a little bit because you guys need to hear the reaction of
I'm protecting you.
I predict.
I'm protecting you.
I predict.
I'll take it.
I predict that they had some sort of Bobby and Whitney love that, drove them down this snapped-esque type of road. I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much